and it's a free Aire. So we've arrived here at this monument for, is it the first deployment of tanks? The French Army. I'll put some details on the screen. We're going to go and look at this one. This is it, I think. So we've arrived at this monument, which is just off our route. We've driven for 2 hours, got another 45 minutes to go down to Epernay, and this is, I believe, a monument to the first deployment of French tanks in the First World War, around about 1917, I believe. I'll put some information on the screen. And this is one of those tanks, or whether it's a replica. just firing at Gustav is a more modern tank. It was unsuccessful because they were quite slow and cumbersome. Yeah, so this is an as accurate as possible replica.
Yes.
So weighing 13.5 tons, speed of 6 kilometers an hour maximum, with 6 crew. So these are here to show you what the scene would have been like if we looked out this way all those years ago. Can't come in here. Oh, I'm going to get in this.
There was an end bomb there anyway. Always.
They didn't touch us.
No. I like it when it's self-service. You know why? I don't have to try and pronounce the number of the till, that's the thing.
that front one there, because these are buses, isn't
But people are parked on the bus ones.
it? Well, that's sort of our size. So we've made it to Epernay. We've arrived here at, how I would say, Mercier, Champagne Caves. Booked onto their tour. It's not the cheapest, but you get 3 tastings at the end, and there's some sort of train or thing that takes you around inside, so slightly different from a wine cave. So we'll talk more about that later. Good stuff. Is locked up on their car park, seems very safe. I did say to the lady we're going to take the dogs for a walk before we come in, so we could have gone in straight away, but there seems to be tours sort of every half hour, so we're booked for 3 o'clock, so we've got an hour just to walk the dogs around the Champagne Avenue.
What's it over?
This is the famous Champagne Avenue, a road with all the champagne houses down it, although basically they are everywhere around here. So there's Mercier over there, and there's good staff parked up in the corner. There's another motorhome down the end. Plenty of space. It's Sunday. Now, the thing to remember, because I thought, oh, we're going to stay here a couple of days, which we are. The thing to remember is, I don't know about the others, but this one doesn't open on Mondays and Tuesdays. So just watch, if you are planning to be here Monday and Tuesday and visit some of these caves, just check the opening times. So we've gone wrong a few times deciding which is the Champagne, the Avenue. So we come back to the roundabout. This is rather impressive as you come in. There we go. I might have a picture of that. Can you take a picture? Well, that's a nice car. So the one we're going to used to own the name Dom Perignon, and then they sold it to Moët and Chandon a long time ago. But it is the French's most popular champagne house, and that's why we're going there to have a look. Nice, isn't it? So this cask is from 1850. So it's a blending cask, and it took 150 trees to make. And it weighs 3 tons basically. 200,000 bottles of champagne. To get it out of where they built, they had to knock the walls down, and they used 24 oxen and 18 horses to move it. Do you want to go?
30. to the tasting area. This is Thibaut, your sommelier. He will talk about the 3 cuvées. If you have any questions, feel free.
I want to start off with all.
Oh, you
start this one?
yes, we will start just after. For this is the first one.
Okay.
After we have the reserve, and the last one will be the rosé.
Merci.
Michael. Michael.
Rachel looks more tipsy than I do.
I feel it. I do feel it.
Rachel is drinking more than me. She's drinking some of mine, most of mine, so I can drive. So I've had the equivalent of about 1 so far. Rachel's had the equivalent of 3.
So it'll be 3.5.
3.5 by the time we finish, because I'm not drinking it all.
I can't feel my feet.
Rachel's refusing to drink the last bit of my champagne
I just can't feel my feet.
because I'm pacing myself. Your feet have gone, have they?
My feet have gone numb.
If you look at Rachel, does it look like she's drunk too much? Because she's drunk most of my wine. There are very, very generous portions, which is far more than you get on normal wine tastings. So 3 proper glasses, and Rachel had to drink most of mine because of driving. Well, I am going to have some food and we're going to hang around for a few hours before we drive. But we've got a very good deal. We wanted 2 glasses and 2 bottles of wine. And the guy said, "You're English." Everyone else had left the shop, and we got the glasses for free because I think he liked us. He was talking about rugby. I know nothing about rugby, but Rachel realised that we'd lost to the French, and he was having a bit of banter about that. Very nice chap. But yeah, so Rachel's propping up Gustav.
Oh, I'm looking at Pickle.
Yeah,
Pickle's come to see me.
because
You need to make me a cup of tea.
she looks like she's going to tell you off.
What, for
Right, if you hold
drinking?
that, I can open
I don't
them.
know, it's a bit heavy.
Let's go and see if there's any damage. Right, no. In, back. And then that's their toys they've had. They're excited. Correction, we now know it's not Mercier, it's Mercier. It would have taken us underneath there and it might have been too low. So I think we did the right thing to turn down.
You cannot see a motorhome at the moment.
Well, I could.
Yes. That one there.
That's the one. Just the one.
The English one.
It's not English. So we've arrived here, which is 15 minutes away from Epernay, and it's a free Aire. At the moment there's one other van here already. I think they're going off for a walk. But across the road is a stunning view of the Champagne fields and all the vines. So even though this is a free Aire, so say 15 minutes out of Epernay, there is a proper service point here for emptying. There's a map, there's recycling, and if we wanted it, there is electric and I believe water, yeah. So electric, fresh water and an emptying point there. Right, obviously I presume you've got to pay for the electric, but we don't need it. But that's pretty good, really. And then there are some trails. Now the people in the other van just tried to go off on the trail over here. I'd say the one thing, there's a slight whiff. What's that? There's a slight whiff here, a little smell, which I think is all the stagnant water. So they were going to go up that trail and then change their minds. I can hear woodpeckers in the distance. Not sure what that says. The little bridge. Oh, I think the little bridge is gone. Sure, it's a woodpecker. He's gone. So over there there's recycling, but hidden away here behind the van, behind these trees, are some normal bins. So all in all, pretty good. Yeah, what do you think of the view?
Quite nice, isn't it? Are we going for a walk?
It's not bad.
I'd like you to hold a dog's lead if you know.
Unusually large building for the middle of nowhere. And oddly some traffic lights there, we can't see what they're for. They keep changing.
Driving lessons. You're obviously very practiced on that.
Yeah, very cool.
You got them on film as well, haven't you?
Yeah. Definitely a block of it. Should be down here somewhere. Oh, there it is.
I think get the card.
So we've now left the Aire at Epernay. Just if you do use that one, you need to put your code into the machine outside the site to open the barrier to get out. It's a shame. We wouldn't recommend going there because of the water problem. So we couldn't get any water, couldn't get any Wi-Fi. It seems a bit expensive for that when there's free ones around. The only advantage is you can walk into town from there. But as I say, we didn't really find that really worthwhile. It was nice to give the dogs a walk, but there's nicer places to walk around. Anyway, so we're now moving on. We're going down to we're going to the east, and well, we're now moving southeast down towards a large lake, which I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, which I think is Lake D-E-R. I think that's right. But we've stopped off at Leclerc's, which is just outside Epernay. Absolutely huge car park, and it is a huge Leclerc's. We thought it had barriers on, but the barriers are open, so there's no problems getting in and no problems parking here at all. It's a massive car park, and if the barriers were closed, there are other businesses over the other side where I'm sure you could get away with parking there. And if you needed it, there is a McDonald's to the side as well, and a 24-hour petrol station. We don't need fuel, we've done that, so there we go. So normally one of us stays in the van. It's too precious a cargo to leave and risk, so we don't normally both go in. This one I actually feel is safe, so I possibly could have gone in with Rachel and left the dogs, but one of us stays in the van because we've heard of other people being broken into in supermarket car parks while people are inside. Easy targets, but here it does actually feel safe. So hopefully Rachel's going to pick up a baguette and some other bits and pieces for lunch.